Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we're talking about 10 common things that you need to do immediately after sex to prevent urinary tract infection, sexually transmitted diseases, unwanted pregnancy, and also to keep your vagina healthy as a lady. So there are 10 common things that you need to do immediately after sex. I'm Dr. Akoche Omale, a licensed medical doctor. So now let's dive right into the video. So I've carefully written down the 10 things on my phone so that I don't forget at the course of the interaction. So I'll be looking at my phone from time to time. The number one thing that you need to do is to wash. Yes, wash your genital immediately after sex. And this is very, very important. I cannot overemphasize it because, the act of sexual practice is, kind of messy. You see, the lubricant, the hair of your partner, and some foreign things going in and out and all of that. So it's very, very important that you wash your genital immediately after sex. So for the guys, you can just pour water on your penis and then wash it normally. And then for the ladies, which is very, very important, you can wash your vulva. Please don't wash your vagina, yes. Wash only the vulva. The vulva is just the only part that you can see, while the vagina is the canal that is inside the vulva. So the only thing that you're allowed to wash is your vulva. Just wash your vulva downward immediately you are done with sex. This will help to clean the place and keep the place healthy, to prevent a proliferation of bacteria which may get into your vagina to cause vaginal infection like bacterial vaginosis, and also to prevent urinary tract infection if they get into your urethra. So it is very, very important that you wash your genital for the guys and also for the ladies whenever you are done with sexual practice. The number 2 on our list is to urinate immediately after sex. And this is very, very important for the ladies. It is important because, but the urethra, unlike that of a guy, now the guy's urethra is kind of very, very long. It's around 20 centimeters, starting from the tip of their penis down to their bladder. You understand? So it's very, very long. So unlike ladies, it takes time for them to come down with urinary tract infection, and this is why urinary tract infection is not usually common with guys because of the length of their urethra. For the ladies, their urethra is very, very short, like this, just very, very short. In fact, the urethra for ladies is like 4 centimeters, so it's very, very short. It will be very, very easy for for germ and also those dirt and lubricant that contain some microorganism already, because they will be contaminated as a result of the sexual practice, to go into the urethra and then enter their bladder to cause infection. So this is why you need to urinate. By urinating, you just flush your bladder and then push out any dirt out of your bladder, and also to irrigate your urethra. Since the urethra is very, very close to the vagina, so the in and out stroke of the penis can push. That is why it is very, very important that you urinate immediately after sex. The number 3 on our list is ensure you drink lots of water. Yeah, this is also very, very important. For some persons, immediately after sex, they may not feel the urge to urinate, you understand? But by drinking lots of water, you have, more water that will go into your kidney, from your kidney, down your ureter, from your ureter to the bladder, and then from your bladder, then outward. By so doing, you now flush those dirt out. So by drinking lots of water immediately after sex, it will help to provide you with enough urine that you use to flush your urethra and push those dirt out of your system to prevent urinary tract infection. Now the number 4 on our list is wash your hands. So I cannot overemphasize this one, you understand? Wash your hand before and after sex. Now your hands may look very, very clean to you, but if you put it under a microscope, you'll be amazed of the truckload of germ and microorganism that you see. So this is why it is very, very important that you wash your hand. You shake people, you touch some surface at work, so by so doing you can contaminate your hand, and if you take your hand in there, you can cause infection, you understand, which may eventually result in bacterial infection or urinary tract infection. This is why it is very, very important that even before you have sex, you wash your hand, and after you have sex, also ensure that you wash your hand. Then the number 5 thing to do is inspect the condom. This one is very, 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 very important. It is not enough for you as a guy to put the condom and then after sexual practice you just remove it and then dump it. No, inspect the condom. Even the lady too, ensure that you inspect the condom before your husband or your spouse throw the condom away. It is very, very important, you understand, because most of those things will be going into your body. The very good way to inspect the condom is that you hold the condom at the ring, the condom ring, and then you milk it downward. Milk the condom downward to the point that you push everything down to the tip of the condom. Look at it very well and ensure that it's it's not damaged in the process. Ensure that nothing is leaking. You understand? If you discover that the condom is broken or damaged, then you may have to take emergency contraceptive to prevent unwanted pregnancy. So it is very, very important that you inspect the condom very well. Now, the number 6 on our list is that inspect your vulva immediately after sex. Don't just go to bed or don't just sleep off. It is very important that you inspect your vulva. Now, let me tell you a very short story. Now, there was this my friend that contacted me one time. He was having after sexual intercourse with his partner, discovered that the partner started bleeding. Yeah, the partner was bleeding. So I was like, this is not good, because one of the causes of postcoital bleeding, apart from injury, is cervical cancer. Yes. So the lady was not injured anywhere. So I was like, okay, then you need to go and see a gynecologist so that they can do pap smear and then do some investigation to rule out cervical cancer. But after the investigation, it was confirmed that she had cervical cancer, and thank God it was at the very early stage. So with the appropriate treatment and prompt investigation, treatment and drug and all of that, she was able to come to pull through. So this is why it is very, very important that you inspect yourself, inspect your vulva, inspect it for tear, for any laceration, for any trauma, inspect the vulva for any form of bleeding. You understand? For abnormal discharge immediately after sex. It could be implying something. You understand? The number 7 thing to do is to wash your reusables. I know that some person, they may like to combine sex toy with their partner. Some ladies, they may want to use some clitoris roses. They may want to use dildo. They may want to use one or other 2 things. So immediately you are done using that, even with your partner, please don't just leave it like that time and use it next time. By the time you are done, pack all your things to the bathroom, wash them very well and spray them with antiseptic. Ensure that they are clean, and then you pack everything in a very nice place, like pack them and zip them. Ensure that it is not moist. Clean all the water and ensure that everything is okay. Don't just throw it anywhere, because that will be going into your system and you wouldn't want to infect yourself with the bacteria on them. You understand? Because one of the things that most people do is that whenever they are done using most of those things, they'll just store it, maybe just keep it somewhere and then use it again. Before they come and use it, all those fluids are there. They contain some important or vital source of nutrition for the microorganism to grow. So by so doing, they'll start proliferating, start growing, and then when you take it back to your system, maybe to use it on your vulva, on your clitoris, or even into your vagina, it will now result in infection. Now, the number 8 thing that you need to do after sex is that do not do douching. Don't douche. Douching is washing of the vagina. You understand? There are some ladies that feel like, okay, if my husband mistakenly ejaculating to me, suppose we are doing family planning and I don't want to have a baby, all I have to do is to go and wash my vagina and make sure that I bring most of those things. It's possible that by the time you go to the bathroom to wash, it's true that most of the semen will come out, but the ones that your husband released immediately after sex have gone up there. In fact, they have carried keke napep and aeroplane and start going towards the fallopian tube for fertilization. So douching does not help. Washing of your vagina does not stop you from getting pregnant. If your husband or if your partner ejaculate into you, all you have to do is to take emergency contraceptive. But ensure that you're not taking the emergency contraceptive like on a regular basis, because it's a hormonal contraceptive and it also has side effects. So you have to be very, very cautious with that. Then the other thing that you need to do, number 9 on the list, is don't insert any swipe or any other substance. I know that there are some ladies that may be like, okay, they may insert tampon into their vagina immediately after sex so that the tampon can suck any semen that is there. It doesn't work that way. Whenever your husband ejaculates, there is a first push that pump most of the sperm upward there at the level of the cervix. So immediately after ejaculation, when you are just the resolution phase, then your semen has started traveling up there already. So you wouldn't want to take any chances. So the moment you are done, don't put anything there to soak the sperm. It does not work that way. You understand? If you are supposed to get pregnant, those tampons will not stop it. And those substances that you want to pour into your vagina to kill the sperm cells, they will not stop it. You understand? They would have gone far even before the substance works. So don't put anything in your vagina. In fact, the vagina at that point is in its vulnerable state because some things have gone into it. The pH has been diluted, so the person can easily come down with infection. And now you're even putting more things that will cause the infection. So do not put anything into your vagina immediately after sex. Now, the last thing that you need to do immediately after sex is that communicate with your partner. Yes, which is very, very important. Now, this is what communication does. Number one, it helps to clear, expectation. Some people, they have expectation for sexual activity. So you need to communicate with your partner. Okay, I really enjoy this type, blah, blah, blah. Just communicate everything to your partner. You understand? No need to blame him. The moment you are done with sex is not the moment that you start blaming your partner. Just appreciate him or appreciate her, you understand? And then you communicate your expectations, blah, blah, blah. And it's even at the course of the communication that your partner can even tell you that, I actually ejaculated, you understand? And by so doing, you can take some action, that will prevent pregnancy. That is if people are on family planning. So these are some of the 10 things that you need to do immediately after sex. So if you know anyone that I've not mentioned, you can comment them in the comment section below. And also, if you have any question for me, you can also comment it in the comment section below. I am Dr. Akoche Omale, and thank you very much for your time.